Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. When we last left off, we left Lady Sylvanas Windrunner and her Banshee troops back in Lordaeron, having just subdued Varimathras and tied him to the Dark Lady's will. So today we're going to switch focus back to Arthas, and we're going to return to Northrend. So 3 weeks later, King Arthas' ragged fleet drops anchor off the icy southern coasts of Northrend. Before we start this, I do want to say that this is where the missions are going to get really long. There are, I think, 8 missions, 8 chapters in the Undead campaign, and I say that loosely because the 7th chapter is split up into 3 parts. So it's an extra long chapter. The missions are going to start taking a really long time, to the point where usually it takes me somewhere around an hour to an hour and a half to do the last mission. Sometimes, depending on how back and forth it goes, it can take up to 2. This one I don't foresee taking more than an hour. But be warned, they're going to start getting long. So let's get started.
Northrend. It feels like a lifetime since I was last here. Something out there is threatening the Lich King. We must reach Icecrown quickly.
My king, we'll need to establish a base here first. But this island is nearly devoid of resources.
What the? They look like high elves. What are they doing here?
Blood elves.
Prince Arthas, we are the Blood Elves. We have sworn to avenge the ghost of Quel'Thalas. This dead land will be cleansed.
Northrend belongs to the Scourge, elf. You made a terrible mistake by coming here. Slay them!
Onward for the Scourge. Slay them in Ner'zhul's name.
Who the...
Meet Anub'arak, the Crypt Lord. The Crypt Lord is the new hero for the Undead.
Assistance, mighty one.
The Lich King sent me to aid you, Death Knight. I am Anub'arak, ancient king of Azul-Nerub.
I welcome your aid, Anub'arak, but we have little time for pleasantries. We must reach Icecrown immediately.
Yeah, Anub'arak is probably my favorite character in the expansion. Let's see, even if he did get shafted and...
They must have a base around here somewhere.
Let's see. He actually got very much shafted in World of Warcraft. So shafted. Let's see. Alright. Anub'arak is a Crypt Lord. Crypt Lords are strength-based heroes. They have fairly good damage. Let's see. Have fairly high armor, made even higher by one of their passives. Their abilities are Impale, Spiked Carapace, Carrion Beetles, and Locust Swarm. Impale is a mixture between the Tauren Chieftain's Shockwave and its War Stomp ability. Basically, it does a row of spikes in a frontal line, and it hits for damage and stuns. Very useful ability. Spiked Carapace is a self-passive version and mixture of Devotion Aura and Thorns Aura. Also, before you get that ability, the Crypt Lord does not have the spikes on his body. It's an effect that appears after you get Spiked Carapace. Carrion Beetles are really useful. They are permanent summoned creatures. Basically, you bring them up from a corpse, and they stay there. They do not disappear in time like, say, a skeleton would. Very useful. His ultimate is Locust Swarm, which is a mass AoE that slowly drains HP from everyone around him and constantly heals the Crypt Lord. It's very good, has a very fast recharge rate, meaning you can use it in pretty much every battle. It's very good. before we get started, let's go ahead here. I'm gonna boost Death Coil. Arthas is now level 7. Let's see, we want to... This is actually my favorite hero combination for the Undead. Usually, depending on how frisky I was feeling, I would... usually I start with the Death Knight and bring the Crypt Lord in later, but bringing in the Crypt Lord first is not a bad idea. The reason being is that he has carrion beetles. Now, if you're bringing the Crypt Lord in second, I really actually don't recommend you go for the carrion beetles first. I recommend you do Impale and Spike Carapace. Probably focus on Impale, do the Spike Carapace, pick up his ultimate, then fill out the carrion beetles. But if you're doing him first, picking up the carrion beetles is actually a really good idea because it allows you to do some really, really cheap creeping. You don't have to make any ghouls to go with the Crypt Lord to go creepy. Pick that up. We're gonna go kill the giant polar bear now. Alright, that'll give us a little bit of extra money. Alright, you go there. I typically, for the story, for this mission, I don't typically really bother with the level 1 carrion beetles. When I get up to level 2, as you can see, they actually become a little more powerful. At level 2, they're about as strong as a ghoul is, which is really nice. Let's see. However, we want to take our ships and head up here, because if we head up here, there's an night elf, not night elf, a blood elf base. Blow this ship up. No, don't get too close. Alright, now we're going to take our battleships and we're going to very carefully blow everything up that we can blow up anyway. While that's doing that, let's go ahead and fill in. There we go. Alright, bring these up. Might as well take these over and look at some things while we're over.
Our forces are under attack.
Nope, nope. Right here, you gotta be really careful about the positioning of your boat. Over. Let's hold position. Take out those guys. Now if we go this way...
Seismic tremors. What tortures this land?
Unblock that. Go this way. There's nothing over here, but I just really wanted to, you know, do that. Give you something to see. I actually thought that that wall right there would not fall until after you had hit your base thing. I guess I was wrong. Can I blow this tower up from here? No, I cannot. Okay. Now, let's... blow that up. We'll turn that off. And I just realized I left my ghouls over there. Fine.
Our forces are under attack.
Don't really need them. I have Anub'arak and my necromancers. Well, actually, I better turn Anub'arak's off because at this point, for sure, the necromancers are going to be a little more useful.
Our forces are under attack.
Skeletons are a little more powerful than the carrion beetles, that is for sure. Do I have any? I thought he summoned one. Is he dead already? Level 1 carrion beetles are so useless. Well, they're not useless, but they don't serve much purpose other than low-level creeping, I don't think. That's my opinion. Alright, now we're going to get a little cutscene, and for our troubles, free base!
These elves are pathetic. It's no wonder we destroyed their homeland so easily.
Pity I wasn't there to stop you. It's been a long time, Arthas.
Prince Kael'thas, I haven't seen you since... You lead these elves?
This group, at least. What you faced here was merely a scouting force. Defeating Lord Illidan's army will be far more difficult.
Illidan? He's behind this invasion?
Illidan is merely a setback.
Our forces are vast, Arthas. Even now they march upon the ice-crowned glacier. You'll never make it in time to save your precious Lich King. Consider this payment for Quel'Thalas and other insults.
Make haste. My enemies draw near. Our time is almost spent. Are you well, Death Knight?
My powers are weakening, but I'll be all right. He's right. We'll never reach the glacier in time.
There is another route we might take, Death Knight. The ancient shattered kingdom of Azul-Nerub lies deep below us. Though it has fallen on dark times, it could provide us a direct shortcut to the glacier.
We have little choice. Lead on, Anub'arak.
Instant base. Now, you two go down here.
There is a dragon that lives in the hills nearby. The creature may hold artifacts that could protect us on our march.
You want to bust all these because there is gold, items, and lumber bundles hidden in this thing. Well, of course, first we need to sort of set up some defenses and get some more food, I think. Let's see. Going with a slightly different defensive structure than I normally do here. There's a sort of good reason, I suppose. Oh yeah, I forgot about these two. I need to bring them over so they can start cutting down trees. Let's see. However, if you bust this box, there is a lumber bundle. You get back on.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Let's see. We need
Summoning is complete.
that.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
These.
Summoning is complete. I cannot summon is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Because you didn't do that like I told you to the first time. Actually, a second crypt might not be a bad idea. I'm going to need a lot of crypt fiends. Let's see. Okay, and then the only other building I'm really interested in having, I can't have right now. Anyway, gotta finish busting these barrels and boxes. And that goes to Anub'arak.
Summoning is complete.
Now, if we go up north, that is where the dragon is. So we're not going to be ever attacked from this angle. You're going to be attacked from 3 angles.
Summoning is complete.
The night elves will drop. Let's see. They will drop
summoning
groups
is complete.
Of enemies. Typically,
Snake men. Who the hell are they? I have never seen their like in Northrend before.
Stun them.
Summoning is complete.
Run away. Okay, then burrow. Oh man, didn't burrow fast enough. Okay. Oh well. I lost one. That's not good. Bust. Total intelligence. More mana is always good for Arthas. He is my healer and my primary nuker. Alright, more lumber. Now, let's get my lumber liquidators over. Start cutting down some trees. We want creature attack and carapace. 3 of you start cutting down trees. Anyway, you'll be attacked from 3 angles. This way, and this way. From here, you can expect zeppelins full of spellbreakers, footmen and archers. Occasionally a glaive thrower. From here, you can expect Naga, Myrmidons, Sea Witches, Lady Vosh. From here, you can expect Kuatals. And so you want some towers.
Research complete.
From over here, you can also expect Dragonhawk Riders. So you want to kind of have your towers spread out in such a way that they're going to have a hard time targeting everything with cloud. Because if you remember from the human campaign, that's an ability they have.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade
there.
complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Back you go.
We demand additional lumber. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
By the way, Arthas is
Research
now level
complete.
6 instead of 7. And they dropped, I think, Death Pact. Well, that was dumb of them.
Summoning is complete.
They came and picked him up. Guess they realized he was stuck. Alright. Do watch this area down here, due to the fact that if they come in with a group of Dragonhawk riders, you can get clouded and your defenses will stop working. And thankfully, the Dragonhawk riders are not super strong, but it's still annoying if you like lose a tower or something stupid like that.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so now I need that. Go ahead and get that. The two of you over there. Let's see. Don't really need any more ghouls, but I do need to start doing Crypt Fiends. One more trip. Alright. 6 Crypt Fiends. 6 Crypt Fiends. I'm gonna need about... I'm gonna need 9 Crypt Fiends.
Research complete.
And I'm going to need a slaughterhouse. And I'm going to need a couple obsidian statues, I think. And then I'm also going to need to get a standing defensive force for over here. I could do ghouls. Ghouls are cheap.